Mr. Speaker, in May 2012, government passed the new Animal and Protection Act and announced $50,000 for the SPCA to develop a public awareness campaign. We know now government has reneged on this commitment, and I voted for this act with the commitment of this funding. I ask the Minister, will you commit today to work with the SPCA and provide the $50,000 you promised?
The Honourable Minister of Natural Resources.
Mr. Speaker, what the member refers to is obviously our government's commitment and concern for the animal welfare in this province, and our commitment and concern to work with those people who are committed, Mr. Speaker, to work with communities and work with families who have pets and who have animals that need the proper care. So, Mr. Speaker, yes, I'm more than willing to continue to work with the SPCA on behalf of government and to do all we can to show our support for animal welfare in this province.
Honourable Leader of the Official Opposition.
Mr. Speaker, I ask the Minister, will you reinstate the $50,000 your government committed for education on the new act which you introduced?
The Honourable Minister of Natural Resources.
Mr. Speaker, I think it would be fair to say that our government has shown our commitment. We have a new act. We have committed new money. We have budgeted more money to SPCA, Mr. Speaker, and we're trying to work through a process with the SPCA and to be able to help with issues in communities. So collectively, Mr. Speaker, we'll work together to try to address those issues, and certainly our funding, Mr. Speaker, that's needed to help support those issues. When we get it right, Mr. Speaker, we're certainly going to be there to support the SPCA.
The Honourable Leader of the Official Opposition.
Mr. Speaker, just on that note, will the Minister please commit, because it's all of our responsibilities, Mr. Speaker, to ensure that animal protection in this province. It is a serious issue. I voted personally for this bill because it's a great bill. We need the education. So I ask the Minister, will we do it collectively and do our duty right and commit to $50,000 for a public awareness campaign to show who can enforce these regulations and what the regulations are across the province? Would the Minister please make that commitment for the sake of the animals in this province?
The Honourable Minister of Natural Resources.
Mr. Speaker, I appreciate it when the Leader of the Opposition acknowledges the good work of government and acknowledges the work that we've been doing on behalf of animal welfare in this province, Mr. Speaker. And obviously, when we're talking money, Mr. Speaker, that's budgetary decisions, Mr. Speaker, that we'll work through a process. But beyond that, Mr. Speaker, I think we're clear, and I think the people of the SPCA are clear, that we'll continue to work with them. There's some issues around in terms of enforcement issues and so on, Mr. Speaker. We're aware of those, but we'll continue to work with the SPCA in the spirit of the act that we brought in, Mr. Speaker, and in the spirit of commitment that this government has made to animal welfare in the province.
Honourable Leader of the Official Opposition.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So I assume the $50,000 will be used if necessary. I thank the Minister for that.